Hey everyone, Drew from Monkey's Tropicals Adventures, and today I'm going to do another fragrance review on what smells good to me. Creed's Tabarome Millesime. This is what we're going to be talking about today. Stay tuned.
Down.
So if you saw my very first video when I started doing fragrance reviews, I did my very first video on tobacco fragrances. It's a smell that I've always enjoyed. I'm not a smoker. I smoke an occasional cigar, but I think one of the reasons why I enjoyed it is the nostalgia of smelling tobacco reminds me of my grandfather. He passed away when I was very young, but I remember going to his home when I was a kid, and it always smelled of really like rich, kind of like sweet smelling tobacco. He smoked a pipe and drank whiskey, and so the combination of whiskey and pipe tobacco, whenever I would go into a home for work, and I would smell that, it just kind of took me back to when I was a kid, and I always enjoyed that combination. So when I started collecting fragrances, when I first smelled this Creed's Tabarome Millesime, it was one of those things that I instantly fell in love with. And I really enjoy Creed fragrances. I think they do an amazing job. The projection's always nice, longevity's always nice. The price is a little high, but sometimes you kind of get what you pay for. And this was something that I did not mind spending the extra amount of money on. It's one of those scents that if I had to pick, my top 10, this would be in my top 10 for sure, absolutely. So I purchased this. This is a 2.5 75 ml bottle, and it's it's your typical Creed. It's got your cap, because every bottle comes with a cap, right? That was kind of a weird thing to say. Anyways, so what's in this? Bergamot, lemon, mandarin, ginger, jasmine, sandalwood, musk, tobacco, and tea. So right out the gate, when you spray this, I get a nice fresh, kind of you get the citrus, a little bit sweet. The musk and the sandalwood are not strong and overpowering. The tobacco is definitely in there, but the scents are all kind of just hovering over each other, and it's not loud. And that's kind of why I would say that this scent is something that would be for a special occasion, for a wedding, really nice date you're going on, a special event. It's something that will get you noticed, but it's not one of those things where it's not a daring scent. It's not something that is loud, or there's certain fragrances that they get you noticed for certain reasons. Maybe it's like, oh, that's an interesting scent. It's not an interesting scent. It's a very pleasant scent. It's a very refined, classic scent. And in doing more research on the whole history of this Tabarome, is I guess and this is just through digging, the original creation came in around 1875 by Henry Creed, and it was kept in a private reserve, given to select few British statesmen, and one of the rumors is it was a favorite of Winston Churchill's, who, if you do any history on him, enjoyed cigar and brandy and whiskey and all that good stuff. And so definitely, if you think of Winston Churchill, I would think this would be something he would wear. Whether that is true or not, I kind of like that possible history or lore behind this fragrance. So to me, as far as tobacco fragrances go, if I was to pick, I can only pick 3, this would be in my top 3 of tobacco fragrances of all time. I like a classic, refined tobacco scent. Some of the other ones I have are very nice and I enjoy them. but they're all very different. And I think it's always good to have a very nice, classic, refined scent. I think that Creed's Tabarome Millesime really does that and captures the classiness of a tobacco scent without being over loud or overpowering, but just having that in the fragrance that you go, oh, that smells, for me, when I smell it, I'm like, oh, that reminds me of a nice fine tobacco. If you ever go in like a tobacco shop, that carries really good, pipe tobacco, that's kind of what it reminds me of. Not as overpowering as walking into a shop, obviously, because, they carry all tobacco soap, but you do get that nice, refined, classy scent. So if you're looking for a classy, classic scent, and you enjoy tobacco scents, this is definitely worth looking into. Like I always tell people, if you're not sure you want to go for a full bottle, you don't want to commit, always get a decant. There's lots of places online that you can get decants of stuff. But this formula was created in 2000. This is obviously I guess from what I understand, is the original private blend from 1875. They were no longer able to continue to source the materials, and so it was kind of discontinued. I've read different things that they were going to try to put together like a limited amount of bottles of the original creation. How much of that is true, I do not know. I do know that I enjoy this scent very much. So this is my review on Creed's Tabarome Millesime. This is what smells good to me. Thanks for watching. Follow me over on Instagram. Please like and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Thanks for watching. Take care.